say?
I'm glad to be you guys' guinea pig. Can you hear me okay?
Of course we can hear you okay. You got the best like ocular audio. That's not, I don't even know if that's the right
Yeah,
word.
dude, like our sound
audio.
sucks, bro. Yours is the best.
It's not that good.
Oh man.
It's very
he's so
entry level.
modest.
No, I'm being serious. This mic really it's not, it's really nothing. It's like
well, I
150.
do have I have a whole podcasting kit, dude. I just don't have a camera, but I have like a whole mic and an interface and all this. It's literally sitting in the garage right now. I do need to set this up so I can
Absolutely.
up my game so I can be like Keita Auto and Formula Otaku.
Yeah,
right.
man. Definitely.
All right. So
You can get a I'm sorry. You can get
No,
like
go
a
ahead,
cheap
go.
webcam from Best Buy or Amazon or something. They're not that expensive.
No,
anymore.
yeah, I'm saying, man, it's it's like kind of like one step at a time thing, man.
Yeah.
I'll get the camera game up here in just a second.
All right, so Formula, we have your Automobolista 2 kart at the Cleveland Grand Prix, which I didn't even know they had a Grand Prix. But after watching like parts of your video, I was like, yo, I want to try that track out.
It's super fun. And this is an old track that they did at an airport in Cleveland back in the kart days. So I think they should bring it back along with Watkins Glen, but
So they don't.
yeah.
So you talking about like in Formula One or in kart?
No, this is kart. This is an old kart track that they did.
Yeah, Cleveland, man. They back in the day, the Cleveland Grand Prix was run at an airport.
Mm-hmm. It's the most fun track I think I've ever raced on. It's so much fun.
It looks fun. It looks like it's a very fast track.
It's extremely fast. Yeah, and it's not like Sebring.
Extremely flat too.
Sebring is an airport, but it's very stressful and it's not fun at all. Like I hate Sebring.
So you probably look at Sebring like I look at Laguna.
I look at Laguna Seca the same way. Laguna Seca
Laguna.
isn't really fun to me. I just know it like the back of my hand now. Like I have so many laps down at Laguna Seca, I don't even think about it anymore. But I still don't like it very much, if that makes sense. Coda, I just hate Coda. Like I don't know, but
so basically, you don't like any U.S. tracks for the most part.
No, I'm not saying.
No, that was a joke, dude. That was a joke.
Okay. I wish we had the fake claps right there.
Like I'm bad for like really bad jokes, dude. You guys
hey, I'm the corniest person alive.
No, dude, I'm telling you right now, I made my mark in society being very good at telling bad jokes.
Hey, all right, Formula. So go ahead and introduce this video, man. Tell us what you was thinking. Tell us what's going on in the video.
Right. So it's Automobolista 2. This is my first like official race that I did in the game.
All right, wait. So it's Automobolista?
AMS2. Yep.
Okay, because I was pronouncing it all wrong. Continue.
They recently came out with a patch fixing and enhancing some physics and, making the game look nice, I guess, and all of that. And they had the kart car about a year ago was when they added it, and I was like, oh, okay, that looks cool. But I never really got around to buying the game. So when they updated, their last update with the physics and all that, I'm like, well, I may as well, get it now. Also, they're going to be releasing an IndyCar, a modern IndyCar, by the end of the year, I think. So I'm like, well, let me fire up the sim, and since it was kart, I'm like, well, what better track to race on than the the Cleveland Grand Prix, at the old airport. And it didn't disappoint. It was a lot of fun.
Okay. All right, man. Well, we ready? You ready, Ulysses?
Let's go.
If Sebring is like your strict parents, and the Cleveland Airport Raceway is like your fun aunt and uncle that lets you get away with doing crazy shit.
The thing about those airport races is that it's very flat.
It's flat and it's very wide. Yeah. New car. Admittedly, this race took quite a few tries to get right. This being my first race in Automobolista, the physics took some getting used to. And the bots, the bots. The bots can be pretty special sometimes. You know what I mean? Nothing game breaking or anything like that. Just took some getting used to. This race is going to be 10 laps instead of our usual 5. Cleveland Raceway is a sub-1 lap time. It's also be posted at the end since it's out. And don't forget to leave a like on the video. One thing too, I started all the way in the back, so I started 21st.
Well, you made your way up there, splitting that field in half. Now, are you using a shifter with this?
I wish. I've never wanted a shifter more than I do now.
Wait, are you using So using a paddle?
Yeah, I just have my good old rust bucket.
And what kit are you using? Your sim, your
It's a,
wheel and pedal.
It's a T150 Pro, so I have a clutch that I don't use.
Okay.
But the pedals are better quality. And I got it secondhand like 2 years ago, and it's been slowly decaying, worse and worse. Oh, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad, but I make it work somehow.
Oh yeah, you making it work. Because like what you've been doing on a lot of the videos I've been seeing. As always, you're very calm.
Cutting those corners pretty good there.
Yeah, he's very calm.
There you go.
This is the most challenging car I've ever driven in sim racing. It's very mentally and, believe it or not, physically demanding. It's just, I was soaked in sweat by the time I was finished with my races.
Jamal, weren't we talking about that earlier?
Yeah. I Assetto Corsa versus iRacing.
This is Automobolista.
Correct.
I want to. What?
I wonder whose fault that was.
I do too, honestly. Maybe it was a little bit of both, but I gave him plenty of room.
No,
I don't know. He came out of nowhere.
Well, wait a minute. Let's see here. Let's look at track position.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this again. Yeah, that's as bad. You had overlap.
It's kind of like he dive bomb on the outside.
Well, the thing about it is that when you look at it, they were side by side going in. He should have saw him off to the right.
Hold on, I forgot he did have that one screen right there on the top left.
Yeah. Also, I felt like I gave him plenty of room. Like he didn't.
Well, you did. That's what I mean. The thing about it is you were side by side. Boom, right there. Like, dude, come on. You saw. He should have saw you off to the right. Well, I'm just right.
The thing about it is, though, you're exiting on the outside, and you should know that. And he was already he should know that, and then you was already ahead of him. So I think he's at fault for that one.
I think anytime you have the overlap on a guy, like that's pretty much the signal to let him through. Just get him back.
Yo, I really want to try this track out.
It's so much fun.
I gotta download AMBS, right? AMS
2.
AMS 2. I gotta download this.
There is a track mod on R Factor 2, but it's nowhere near this good.
So if I was gonna buy a sim right now and I had to choose between R Factor 2 and this, which one?
Is money an object?
No.
Is R Factor 2? If R Factor 2 is on, money's not an object. So I would say this one.
So you think this is a better investment?
Yeah.
I mean, I would have more fun with this one.
I think so, because I have never had more fun in sim racing before.
How's the
I had
realism?
so much
I
fun.
mean, it looks good.
Mhm. It's like in what way? Like
I mean, that's a good question, right? Because maybe I'm trying to.
it's a very
I
broad.
don't know if I'm trying to maybe say like I don't know if subconsciously I'm like, how does this pair up against like ACC in terms of realism or something, right? But I guess maybe just in terms of a general question, right?
That
Whoa,
that
whoa, whoa,
AI is
whoa, 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 wait, wait, what's going on right there?
yo. That AI
Roll it
is
back.
Jeez,
that
yeah,
AI
run
is
it back.
on him.
What the hell?
It's coming out
Look
of
at
turn
this.
one.
Watch this. Watch this.
That
Look at
AI
this.
is driving like a real person.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's being a dick.
He's doing what he's supposed to do.
I get it, but look at right there. I'm just like, wait, bro,
Oh,
bro.
he's pushing you,
Like
and
that's
then
what
he's
I'm
even
like, yo,
covering off.
like
He's
don't be
covering
a
off.
dick.
Oh, these bots are dicks.
Hey, I like that bike. He drive good.
I
Yeah,
mean,
this
well,
this bot was like the
well.
one.
Hold on.
Hey,
Let's see
but you
what's going on
handled
here.
yourself really well in that
Yeah, I
situation.
totally lost whatever the hell I was saying. Hold on. Let's
Oh, you
see
was talking
here.
about the wheel
Ooh,
comparisons and stuff.
outside. What are we doing on the outside? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh shit!
Oh,
We just went around him.
he
Oh,
did. He did. Let's run that back.
yeah, yeah. That. How about we do that? Look at right there in the mirrors. Boom. Ooh, shit. You don't like using the paddle shifts for this?
I mean, I am using the paddle shifts, but I wish I
No,
had
I'm
a
saying
sequential.
you do you prefer to use like a like a whatchamacallit? Like a
Sequential.
sequential lever, or
Sequential.
do you?
I've never had one before. I don't own one, so
Okay,
which is why I said, I really want to get one for this car because it would just be that much more fun, I think.
yeah.
Yo, this. Oh,
Oh, wow.
so even the bots make mistakes?
Yep.
Because on ACC they don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
R Factor 2 and AMS 2 have similar bots. I would say the bots in this game are a lot dumber because there would be times that I would go for a pass and it's like they don't even see me. They'll just turn right down into me and wreck. So yeah, they're a little special, as I said in the beginning of the video, which is why it took me a few tries, like a lot of tries, to do this because I would just keep getting wrecked. I would go for a pass and they would just boot me out the way.
Yeah.
So it took a while for me to learn what I could do and couldn't do, like what they're capable of. But once I got it,
But see, now I like the fact that bots like an ACC and even iRacing, like they kind of give you space, like they know that you're there. I just hate the fact that they drive perfect all the time.
Yeah, no, the R Factor 2 and this game, they mess up.
Like, you know how the other guy locked up or like he had a bad exit or something? Like 2 laps ago or something like that. But I like that. I like that aspect.
I've noticed, like, not a lot, but in Assetto Corsa, the original, they'll mess up sometimes. Not very often.
They do. Yeah, in AC, they do. The bots do make mistakes. I like the light shading also. There's a certain track you're gonna come across, and like you have the sun that'll kind of hit you. The shading and right there it is, right there, like that part.
This game is beautiful, man.
Yeah, as I'm saying,
It's
it looks
gorgeous.
really good. That's why I'm curious about it. And I'm just curious about like how the feel is, in terms of realism. But it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely different, I'd say. And I don't know if I can really fairly give an accurate portrayal as to how realistic it is because my wheel is crap. it's terrible.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's funny you say that because ever since Jamal got the the Fanatec upgrade, and he's been rocking with ACC. Like he's been telling me, like, yo, like this is some next level stuff, right? So I'm thinking this right here plus a nice direct drive kit equals,
He'd be tired.
huh?
No, yeah, I
He'd
was
be
tired
tired.
with my wheel, with my little crap wheel. Yeah,
Yeah, imagine
but
a direct drive with force back.
Dude,
yeah,
that's what I'm
this
saying, bro. Right?
this car is mentally taxing.
And that's what
And
I'm
in a
telling you. Get
weird
it,
way,
do this with a direct drive, bro. Like
mhm,
that. You were sweating, but do it with a direct drive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on.
no context. I messed
Was
up
that
the
other
exit
car?
there.
Wait, the other car was still there. Wait, hold on.
Oh, he good.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I
Oh,
good.
know. Wait, but the car. Wait, he's still on the left,
oh,
right there.
he's gone.
Oh,
I
okay.
slipped
There we go.
because I went down
All right.
below where the rubber was, so I just
Yeah,
didn't have the traction coming out, and
okay.
I tried putting the
But
power down too hard.
dude, with a direct drive on this shit right here, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be very fun.
How many laps did you do on this stint right here?
This is 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, I normally do 5, but you know these times are really short since they're sub 1 minute. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just extend it. Now I want you to listen to like the sounds of this car if you can. It sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
These are the old. What are they? These were like, what are they? 2
These
liter
are old.
turbocharged.
These are the old Reynards.
The old
I think
Reynards, right?
yeah, these are
And the
V8s.
was like the Reynards, Menards, the Ilmores,
I forget what the other ones were called, but they have those
Honda.
in there too. Now, oh, for the engines, yeah, it's Ford, Honda, Toyota, Mercedes
Yeah.
for these old
Ilmore
cars.
did the Mercedes engines. Yeah. That was like basically Penske.
Hey, Formula. Christopher White says you have a top tier quality mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude,
I told you, bro.
he's blowing us
I
out the water,
promise,
bro.
I promise you, I don't. This is like a hyper. I can tell you what it is. It's a HyperX Quadcast. It's $150. I mean, at the most expensive, and I just plugged it in, and I'm talking. That's it, man. I don't have any
Here's what we
interfaces.
can tell you, bro. Your mic is better than ours. Like I said,
Okay.
I got a kit. I gotta plug it in so I can get like you, fam.
Yeah,
All
man,
right.
do it.
All right, guys. I just want to let everybody know in the chat. If you would like to rate his race, you can do that as well. It's not just to us, you know. We're all having fun here. We don't take nothing serious here. It's just all about getting better and just admiring driving styles. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. Formula, I love his driving style, man. To be honest with
Well,
you,
Well,
he's the resident IndyCar guy, man.
But can
right?
I ask you guys something about like driving styles? Like I didn't even know like I had a driving style, you know what I mean? So like what would you compare my style to? And what even is it? Cuz I really didn't even know I had a style to begin with.
Ooh,
Cuz I hear
that's a
that
good. Mhm.
term a lot and I'm like, well, you know,
Yeah.
how do I know what my style is? Or do I even have one?
Okay.
Maybe I have my own. Like who knows?
Let me ask you a question. Are there any? Because I noticed you do a lot of IndyCar,
Mhm.
right? You do a lot of IndyCar racing. Are there any IndyCar drivers that uh, you've kind of watched or studied?
Studied, no. Watched,
What I mean like
yes.
what I mean by study is when you watch them on track, you either watch how they take lines when they're, let's just say there's no one in front of them, so you're watching their approach to the track, right?
Mhm.
Or if there's someone in front of them, you watch how they deal with someone in front of them. Is there a driver that's an IndyCar, like a car that you know, the classification of car that you specifically drive? Is there like a driver or two or maybe even three that you'll like say pull up YouTube clips of and you'll just spend maybe an hour or two literally watching what they do?
Maybe not to the extent of like, purposefully going out and doing it, but I
Hmm.
will stumble upon Roman Grosjean. Like I'm
Okay.
subscribed to his channel and he'll post
Okay.
some laps and, some things uh
Hmm.
about his races. Um Willpower.
Okay.
Um I like Pato Award.
Pato Award. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you
So
watch them, do you kind of watch what they do on track and say, interesting. Okay, I didn't know I could do that, and then try it.
yeah, and
Okay.
it's not just like one guy. Like what IndyCar will
Right.
do sometimes is they'll play like old races.
Hmm.
And one of the reasons why I got, well, I'm not, fantastic at Laguna Seca, but I can hold my own at Laguna Seca now and a lot of other
Hmm.
tracks because I watched like the lines the drivers would
Yes.
take in certain
Yes.
conditions
Okay.
and on different tires and stuff like that. So
Right.
I also got good with strategy because I would just watch races in full in their entirety. Um,
Right.
a lot of old kart races helped me out with Laguna Seca. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah. So I don't think there's like, one person that I would say, oh, I'm copying him. I think I'm just taking like, what they're doing as a
Right.
collective and kind
Right.
of just, making my own thing out of it.
Right.
Does that make any
Okay.
sense?
No, it
Yeah, no,
does.
it makes
Okay.
total sense. Because it really kind of depends. This is why I was kind of asking you this line of questioning, right? Because kind of, so like with cart, I can kind of understand what you're saying, right? Because it's all single seater. So if you're running like a Reynard chassis versus a Lola or this or that, I mean, there's not enough aggregate experience to know the difference between the two unless you literally asked a driver who drove both,
Right.
right? Or one who drove one and one who drove the other, and they kind of gave you like the intricacy of either one, right?
Hmm.
Outside of that, it then becomes okay. Well, who's my favorite driver, and what is it that I like about them? What is it that they do on track, right? And that's when I'm like, okay, studying. Um, like perfect example for me, I basically all the content that I've submitted thus far for Rate My Race or any kind of analysis that we've done has all been in a Porsche 911 GT3R, right? And
Right.
I'll say it's Sean Edwards, Kevin Estrie, um, Sean Edwards, rest in peace to him, Kevin Estrie, um, uh, there's like I can think of maybe like two or three other Porsche drivers, but when I watch them, they're in the car that I'm driving, right? So I
Right.
watch specifically what they do to manipulate that car, right? And then that's kind of where you say, okay, well, who is it that you watch to maybe, kind of get, like some influence in terms of how to drive the car, right? But
Hmm.
I understand what you're saying in terms of like IndyCar and stuff like that. It's not it's not kind of like brand specific like that, right? It's more or
Right.
less just the racecraft in and of itself and how they're doing it, no matter
Because
who it is, right?
it doesn't stop at IndyCar. I've watched Super Formula and
Hmm.
Formula
Hmm.
One also.
Hmm.
Even like, higher end esports drivers. I've,
Hmm.
just watched them to see what they would do. So it's a collective of, open wheel. Like I'm not
Right.
watching GT or anything, but yeah.
Hey, Jamal, what is you want to read this comment right here?
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I was just
Oh,
listening.
okay, I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
That was
Go ahead.
great information, man. Um, but yo, Chris White, by the way, what's up, man? Appreciate you joining us tonight, man. But basically, he gives you a 9. It's cart at the Cleveland track, set around late '90s, early 2000s. Plus, it looked like the AI was set to a challenging mode for him. That's exactly what I was thinking as well.
Hmm.
Actually, I should have turned it up. It was at 90 with the aggression at
Hmm.
medium, but if you'll go back, or if I don't know if you want to, if you go
Hmm.
back and look at the results,
Hmm.
you'll see
Hmm.
that I'm almost like a whole second faster than a lot of them.
Yeah,
So
I did
I
see
should have,
that.
yeah. I
Okay.
think my fastest
You know,
was like a
I
57,
didn't.
like
Yeah,
5 or
I didn't. I
something.
Yeah, and I wasn't able to give you my rating. So before I kind of we kind of get off on track here. Pun slightly intended. Um, I would say the race was really clean. I remember that Cleveland track. I
mhm,
remember watching it
Yeah.
as a kid when Cart used to go there, right?
mhm,
So it was
IndyCar
really
did too
cool,
before the split, I
huh?
think. I think IndyCar did too before they split. So
mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So it was really cool kind of watching that. I haven't seen that in quite some time. It does kind of remind me of a kart track a little bit because it's completely flat and it's
mhm,
wide and you really have to kind of like the lines are all over the place,
Mhm.
right?
mhm.
So you drove a really good line for a wide track. You know what I mean? You stayed out of trouble. Um, like I said, I really didn't see much of anything, right? Because we were talking about the whole carbon fiber element, right? That's the whole thing about doing single seater open wheel is that you touch somebody like that's I don't want to say it's your race, but you touch somebody, you're going in more than likely, right? To get a wing repaired or something like that, right? They're gonna
Right.
swap it out. So I'm gonna give you a 9.2, man. I like the race. It was really cool. It was very reminiscent of the old IndyCar races.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep it short, man. I like the race. I like the way you drove on there. Honestly, the bots looked like they were turned up a little bit more than 90. I know that your times reflected something different, but I wouldn't even care too much about that. Like, you know how you were saying you were second faster than everybody else? It
Mm.
was just the point of like how aggressive they were and how you were reacting to it.
Well, not only that, bro, but with the way the bots were racing him too, they were being pretty aggro on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they was really trying to pull your card. You know what I'm saying? And you stood tall. And honestly, so with that being said, man, for me, I'm gonna give you a 9.5. I think that was a really good race.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks.